Charlie, how you doing?
Listen, you know, if you go to Monmouth Park and you make a bet there and you win, they're taking 12% out of your money. Do you know that?
Is that what the vig is?
Well,
Yeah,
hold
they're
on.
taking 12%.
12% out of your winnings in Monmouth.
And Monmouth Park was on TV before, yeah.
You out of your... What the hell?
12%.
Yeah, seriously.
I
You
guess
know what?
everything's taxed, right?
Yeah, I guess, but is it over a certain dollar? It's got to be over a certain dollar amount, right,
I don't
Richie?
know, but you know what? I don't know. They say 12% on each bet.
Are we? So we're talking bets, not horses.
No, like baseball, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what they say, 12%. Yeah. You know what?
They tax you for everything. I mean, you're getting it taxed.
Why do we live here?
Yeah.
New York sucks.
That's Jersey.
I'm sorry. New York just
Jersey.
sucks.
And you know what? Why not?
Jersey's
Well, if they're going to tax you 12%.
New York, New Jersey, it doesn't matter. Connecticut.
Anywhere you got municipal unions, so
right?
can negotiate huge contracts.
You know, Chris?
What's that?
You could just go to your regular bookie in your neighborhood and bet the game there.
Exactly.
You're not going to get taxed.
I mean, your knees can get. He doesn't take.
Hey, break your legs.
He doesn't take. I would assume these days you can use credit cards for betting now with these places, right?
Yeah, you can, but you
Your
can't.
bookie's not taking credit card.
You know, if you live in New York, you cannot bet on. You can't bet in Jersey.
Well, it's the same thing with Uber. If you can't take an Uber from Connecticut to New York or from New Jersey to New York, that's just the way that it works.
Anyway, last Friday I met Francesa. He was so nice. You couldn't believe how nice he was.
Well, he's the
The
new
pictures-
Kyler Gentler Francesa, right?
Yeah.
Man, we
He's on Twitter now.
Yes.
He took pictures with my son. He signed a couple pictures for us. I said, Mike, I got a question. He goes, what's up? I said, is that true? Why did you go leave for? Your wife's reality house?
Well, you know, Richie, it's just one of those things where, you know.
Well, he got a fake laugh first of all. Like he's never
He
heard that
goes,
before.
nah, it's a long story. I don't want to tell nobody underneath the bus. I said, okay. But he
Who's he
wrote,
throwing the bus? He's the one who chose to leave.
Yeah.
I'm retiring. It's like,
You know, I thought it was done.
He lost about 50 pounds.
well, I just can't
he
get
lost a lot
past
of
this.
weight.
I can't get past the veneers he has now. His teeth, they're
Yeah.
so fake now.
Oh, time out.
got
He's
the-
got fake teeth? I never actually knew that.
That never was a thing. Now they're just the whole. Well, all celebrities get the veneers where they just go right on top
Yeah.
of your regular teeth.
Is that right?
And they're as white as can
But
be.
his teeth is
I
like
should probably do
unbelievable, man. You know?
What's that?
His teeth are like the best teeth I've ever seen.
Yeah, I mean the veneers that like that. It's just so weird because now he's got the white hair too, so he's a whole different
Yeah.
look now, and he's always tan now and everything. It's like,
Yeah.
whoa, what's going on there?
You said you had plantar in your foot.
Plantar fasciitis.
Oh yeah, I've had it for years.
Oh, how'd you get
Dress
rid
shoes,
of it?
running in dress shoes to catch trains.
How'd you get rid of it? You still have it.
I went to a good doctor who,
Yeah.
you get these cortisone shots, and cortisone shots, the needles are about 7 inches.
Used to get him in my
and,
knee, yeah.
and they go right, I don't know how somehow they could fit a 7-inch needle in my foot.
Yeah.
And they'd put it in my foot.
Yeah.
And then I remember one time the guy takes it out and goes, oh, there's still some more in there. Let me go back in there. I'm like, he puts it in a second time. I'm like, are you kidding me? And then I had it in both of them. Now, since last year, because I had in fact, it was this week last year, because it was this big week's a big week of meetings for me. I have, my bosses are down, we have a trade show and stuff, that I was walking all over the city in dress shoes last year. My left foot was always the worst. Now it's my right foot because of this time last year. I remember July 3rd last year, I went to the podiatrist and got the cortisone shot. I haven't done it since, but it's just, it's and if you're not moving, if you're immobile for a while and everything.
How's your pain?
Pain's bad. Yeah, pain's bad.
Right?
But I can live with it. But I got a pretty high pain. Like I had shingles in 2006. Never missed a day of work. But that so it's just. Like,
I never understood. What are shingles exactly?
I didn't know until I got them. Shingles are, if you've ever had chickenpox. Anybody here ever had chickenpox?
Yes.
The virus stays in your body your whole life. So if you get a rundown immune system, in my case it was from work, and I had a brand new baby on the way, so I had stress at work and everything. I was getting no sleep, and my immune system, it came back. And it only goes on one side of your body because it doesn't cross the hemisphere.
Right.
So I had all these, I thought they were spider bites, all in my trunk, my chest,
Really?
right up here in the back. And it only goes on one side. I thought it was spider bite, which is good because at least it was there. It doesn't scar.
Right.
But people get them on their face, especially old people, and it scars forever. And the pain is just like, a really, really, really bad sunburn where you feel like needles are just sticking you the whole time. Like when you go to bed and the sheets and everything.
Yeah.
That's the pain you feel.
Oh, jeez.
And the problem is, it also stays with you forever because anytime you have any kind of stress thereafter, you get sympathetic pains in that region. I don't have any more anymore. It stopped doing that like 5 years ago. But it used to be you would have the same intense pain from the spots because it's always there. It's linked to like your immunity system. I thought it was adult chickenpox for people who had never had chickenpox. And the interesting thing is, like, no one knew about Magic Johnson with HIV, and we're going back to sports here, but Magic Johnson in like 90 missed a week with shingles.
Really?
And shingles is the thing that HIV was associated with. And so when they looked back, they're like, oh, we probably should have known. Like that, because it was a symptom. We should have seen something with it.
Oh, they consider shingles a symptom of the HIV virus?
Exactly.
Wow.
So back then, in terms of, it's not what I had, but it's certainly, but I'll tell you what's funny about that. So I have to go get my medicine, and I was getting like the something with a Z or whatever. So you go to the website, I type in www, whatever the medicine was, and the very first thing comes right up. I'll never forget. I've told this story on the air. It comes up right on the screen. It goes, so you've got herpes. Because they treat it with the same thing as they treat herpes with. So I go.
Don't worry, life isn't over.
So I go to, and it's so funny. So I go to CVS to pick up my prescription, and there's like a 16-year-old high school girl working behind the counter. She hands me it with her two hands as far away from touching me. I'm like, I don't have herpes. And you know what? You're not going to get it from me by giving me the bag if I did. It's like, I don't think you quite understand how it works.
Yeah, this is the kissing virus.
But that's what
unbelievable.
Crazy.
That herpes simplex 1 is actually a cold sore. Any cold sore you ever had was herpes.
It's herpes. Yeah.
Right. So
wow.
So
hurts, man. I'm telling you, we get older, man. Everything starts falling apart, man. Right, Chris?
I say that's all these guys down at the station. We've had disc jockeys here. We don't make a dime being here, and there are people who've been doing this so many years, and it becomes like a job. Like my wife said to me, "Oh, so you're going to go do the job you don't get paid for?" I'm like, "Yeah." But so there are people here who don't have health insurance, and they don't have jobs. And their bodies are breaking down. I'm not naming names, but their bodies. And I saw it happen to Joe Chin here, who passed away from. They don't take care of themselves. And it's like you gotta, when you turn 40, especially. And I'm not 50 yet, but when you turn 50, it just your body just betrays you. It just is what happens.
Yeah, it happens. Yeah. But you got to take care of your blood pressure. That's the most important too.
Yeah. Well, diabetes is huge. I mean, it's like diabetes is a huge thing.
Yeah. A lot of people just I don't go to doctors. I don't go. Where you got to go.
That's the thing. Is if you go to even going to the dentist twice a year, because one of the things that cause heart disease is plaque. That's the very plaque you have on your teeth. That's why if you go to if you take out an insurance policy, they'll say, "Do you go to the doctor twice a year?" Because that takes money off. Because the plaque buildup they're taking off your teeth doesn't go back into your heart, to your arteries and the like.
Wow.
So it's a little thing.
Nick, this question is for Nick.
What's up?
You listen to the fan
all the time.
Do you hear that guy always calls up and blames Reyes for everything?
Oh, yeah.
Did you hear that guy today?
Yeah. He called up today? I didn't hear him.
And Francis said, you're ridiculous. He told him that.
Well, we're gonna call. You know what? To this guy, and he's kind of getting to. And I wouldn't say a point of fame, but like everybody knows who he is when he calls now, and it's so obnoxious. This guy calls up, and it's like, oh, we need to get rid of Reyes. We need to send him down to the minors or something. We got to get him off this team. Blah blah. It's like, how is Jose Reyes the biggest problem on this team?
There's a guy. And it's funny you bring it up. There's a guy on the internet. He was always on Mets blog who writes stuff. Who really almost did like a treatise. He did like an academic paper on how Jose Reyes has been a cancer at every.
That must be the guy.
It must be the guy.
But this guy was very like
he's specific.
He's got the years with the Marlins and with the Blue Jays and with the Rockies, and he has their win-loss percentage before and after, and he's all the numbers check out. And if you look what's happening now with this Mets team, I'm like, holy cow, this team can't win with him there. And just look, they're releasing everybody but him. They're just keeping,
he's an all-time Met.
Well, he's a free adopted
He's the Wilpon son.
He's the Wilpon son.
Yeah.
Because even the thing, well, we don't want to. They're using phrases like, we have to do right by him and his family. It's like, why?
Why?
This is a guy you didn't give a contract to when he was a free agent. It's a guy who bunts for a hit to save the. Ted Williams was technically, mathematically batting 400 the last day of the season. Still went out and played in a doubleheader to get him batted 406. It's like Jose Reyes bunted to preserve winning the batting title and sat down.
Phony batting title.
So it's like, this guy is just bad. And this guy did bad stuff. It's funny when I watched the end of that Yankees-Mets game the other day, and it was Chapman against Reyes. And I'm like, at the end of this, we're rooting for really bad guys who are, domestic abusers and all that kind of. We're rooting for really rotten guys.
The Chapman thing was very confusing. The
Chapman thing was worse. The Chapman thing was.
It was much
shooting
worse.
A gun.
He was shooting a gun. I still don't fully understand.
They never explained the story.
They never explained the story.
The cops know the story, but we're not going to hear the story.
He shot a gun in his garage
with the girlfriend there.
Yeah, what?
Right.
What an odd story.
Yeah, Ricochet.
That's crazy, right?
Damn glad to have him closing games, though.
That's the thing. It's like Chapman against Rays. The boy who I root for here. Wow, okay.
But
and Ray Rice can't even do my lawn.
Right?
And his wife, they went on the forgiveness tour and everything. It's like,
Hey, Nick, you know that Steve Summers does this guy like 30 seconds on the radio, and he's done like that.
Yeah, but you have to cut him off because look, to his credit, if that whole essay that dude wrote is all correct, and this guy really is the cancer of the locker room, he's not the reason the Mets are bad. The reason the Mets are bad this year is they just can't hit.
Well,
no one on this team can hit.
This guy even calls Tony Page on midnight. This guy.
Yeah, he calls up every show.
Well,
what's wrong with him?
In that defense, if you call in after midnight, you're going to get on.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but keep in mind he calls Joe and Evan. He calls
Evan and Joe.
He calls Boomer. He calls Mike. He calls Steve. He calls Tony. All in the same 24 hours.
Well, get a life, guy. Imagine
What's this
that.
guy's name? John from where?
I think
do you remember what his name is, Rich?
I know his name is John.
It is John.
Yeah, it is John. Yeah. But he don't stop. He don't stop.
He's on an absolute Jose Reyes killing spree as far as his reputation.
The problem is Jose Reyes is still there.
Yeah, well, look, I think that they're clearly trying to convince him to retire.
Yeah. Well, they can't. They have no one to replace him.
They wanted a press conference for him.
Yeah, they have no one to replace him because everyone's hurt.
Anybody.
Yeah, well,
anybody could be better than him.
Hey,
anybody.
Play shortstop.
Hey, kid, here's the ball. Thanks, Mean Joe. Want to play shortstop?
I mean,
it doesn't matter.
It's like Jose. Long Island Ducks are right there. Just do it. It's going to happen.
I could see it happening.
He lives on Long Island. Still play baseball.
I used to do yard work at his house.
Oh yeah, he's got the ownership in that that Freeport facility.
Yep.
Yeah,
he's got him and K-Rod. I used to do K-Rod's house.
Oh really? Yeah.
Who's a Duck now, right?
Yes. He's a Duck now. Yeah.
So I guess he lives in. On the
I think it was. It's way out east. I want to say
Sag Harbor.
No. Is it no. It's somewhere around Dix Hills. I just don't remember exactly where it was.
That's Keith Hernandez.
That's Keith Hernandez. He'll not drive him to the airport.
What was that? Sounded more like Jerry Seinfeld.
That is Jerry Seinfeld.
Oh, it is.
It's the
What's the deal with the airline peanuts?
I'm not taking the airline.
We taking bets if...
Did you hear what Keith Hernandez said in the paper a couple of weeks ago?
What did he say?
The cops let me go.
Oh, the cops let him speed on the LA, which is
watch
we know
him.
that.
They're going to bang him now if they see him, man.
No,
they
know his car.
So now with betting legal, are we going to do if planes are coming in on time bets?
Well, speaking of planes, on Saturday night I'm driving on Route 110 in Farmingdale, and it's just nonstop plane after plane. It's all the private jets leaving with the rich guys from Belmont.
Yeah. And don't forget that. Well, that was last week you're talking about.
Not this week.
I was about to say it's also the PGA.
Shinnecock. Yeah,
no, but they're going to Grebeski.
They go to Grebeski, yeah, Riverhead. Yeah.
Which I don't understand why they don't have regular plane service there.
Right.
Did you hear that the players can't even get there on time to the
from the traffic?
Yeah, did you heard that?
Yeah, that's the parade, man. That's the what do they call it? There's a something parade. There's a term for all the traffic out there. I always forget the name.
Well, that might explain why Tiger Woods was +8 today, and like Spieth and McIlroy were destroyed today.
Why can't have it out in the woods with his one lane?
Well, Tiger only takes about 40 minutes to get there. He's got his beautiful yacht in Montauk.
Yeah.
A couple of my buddies drove out there just to take a picture of it.
Really?
Yeah, they got a picture next to it. I don't remember. I'll look up.
Because that's the one thing. It's like, sometimes you don't get to name your yacht. You have to the existing name.
Yeah.
Like, if you're that rich, you should be able to name it. I can name a dog, can't I? All right, Richie, you can call back if you want. I'm just going to do the on-air.
Listen, one question before I go. You think Tiger Woods got a chance or what?
No. You mean with a waitress?
Oh.
No.
You think there's no trees on that course?
Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Yeah, all right. And we're going to go with... this.
Show on WHPC is brought to you by the Long Island Nets, who are hosting the first Long Island Nets Hoop Fest 3x3 tournament on August 25th and 26th at NYCB Live, home of the Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum. All skill levels are welcome to play. Not playing? There's plenty for you too, including a festival full of activities like bounce houses, food trucks, a sneaker show, and much more.